What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yo, yo, yo. My name is Antonio. Hear myself in the background.
Sorry about that.
My name is Antonio Denmark,
I'm Ashley Denmark, you guys.
and we are real estate investors, coaches. We help people get their first investment property in 93 days without using their personal capital or savings and avoid costly mistakes. We've been doing this for about 5 years now in the coaching arena. We've been doing real estate for
A
what's
long time.
2009, a
A
long
long
time.
time. What's that? 17
A
years?
long time. We've helped hundreds of people get
Is
started,
that right? Or am I
and
just
we just
saying
hit a
things?
17. Sound about right.
I can't count, so I'm gonna do the math
Do
myself.
the math then.
17
17
years
years.
is
17.
crazy.
Hey, let's go. Crazy. But today is a Ask the Denmarks Anything. We have knowledge in flipping, lease options, rental properties, funding, real
Business.
estate funding, business funding, running a business, creating a business, having employees,
Failing.
failing, family life, working together. Man, whatever on y'all mind, ask. We did get some questions that came in before the presentation. But if you got anything else, man, feel free to ask.
Drop it in
There
the
is
chat.
no agenda or anything today. There is no one topic. Man, we just giving out diamonds and jewels to help anybody who need them in any situation they in. You got a situation you in, put it in the chat. We'll walk you through it. Like I literally had a call today with a guy who called me and he had a unique situation. He was like, "Hey, I got a property." Well, he started out with his mom used to live in the property, but he moved her to another location. He got a property. The church offered him 30,000 for it. He wants 45,000. Should he renovate it? Should he get a renovation loan and keep it? Should he get a renovation loan and flip it? Should he do creative finance with the church? So like if you got a situation like that, man, drop it in there and let us help you out with it as best we can. Like, yes, we can't have all the details right now, but if you can give us some headline stuff and ask some follow up questions, I'm sure we can help you. All right.
Absolutely. One of the questions that we had, Antonio, was why do we always do free events? Why do we always do free events?
Let me make sure I say this. All right. Our coaching program is not cheap.
It's not.
All right. So I want to make sure that there's a difference between getting stuff for free and paying for what you want to pay for. All right. A lot of our stuff is free because we have a value system. And what I mean by value system is we believe in giving people so much value before they pay us that they feel crazy not paying us. That's how we look at it. So that's why we do free meetups, free workshops, free property walkthroughs every month because we want to improve your life, even if you don't do business with us. Like we don't do it to get your business.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's hundreds of people who come to our events, do deals, and they never spend a dollar with us.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's not why we do it. But we understand that the more you help people, the closer you're gonna get to your goals.
Absolutely.
And Brittany actually just kind of said this. She just closed on her second investment property. Um, she used some funding. She got some business funding. And one of the questions that my daughter asked her was like, when it comes to the Denmarks, like what made you do it? And her answer was clear. She said, I received valuable information from them before I even joined the program. She said, I was struggling. I was looking for answers and nobody would help me. Mm-hmm. She said, they helped me before I even joined the program. And she said, that stuck out to her. Mm-hmm. Those are the type of things we stand for.
Absolutely. And the other reason why we do free events is because some people will jump into real estate and they like, you know what, I feel like I should be doing real estate. Real estate is going to make me a lot of money. I'm going to get rich on real estate. And sometimes it is those free events when they realize the good, the bad, the in between. And they'll say, you know what, I'm glad I attended this. Like, it's good knowing y'all, but I ain't trying to do this. And I think so many times we paint the picture that real estate is glorious, like it's gonna make you millions, but y'all, you just can't make millions just jumping in. Like it takes learning, it takes a skill set, and most importantly, it takes dedication to want to stick through that skill set while you're going through it. Like it's so easy to quit, but it's harder to stay in. It's harder to take those bruises and those bumps to get better so that you can be a millionaire. As the reason why most people want to become investors, like you got to learn it and you got to be willing to put in the time. And no, it doesn't take a lot of time, but it does take repetition.
All right, I'm gonna piggyback on what you piggyback on off my piggyback.
What the world?
So this morning, definitely a long game. All right, I see your questions coming in. I'm gonna definitely get some. What up, Brandon? On the way this morning, I was listening to a guy talking. He was talking about how Robert Kiyosaki talks about the 3 things that we do with our children before they're 7 that ruins them from being good entrepreneurs. All right.
Okay.
And I'm gonna one of them really stuck out. I'm gonna try to remember the other 2 so I can kind of give you just a quick recap. One of them was telling them you can't afford stuff. He was basically saying that when you tell them you can't afford it, that's putting them in a place to where they can't go get it. So instead of telling you can't afford it, ask them what can we do to make the money to go do it. So don't always tell them you can't afford it. I forgot the second thing. I forgot. But I remember the third thing. The third thing was don't give your kids everything they ask for. And the reason he said don't give your kids everything they ask for is because he said you're giving them a false impression of the world. And he was like, anything worth having in this world, you got to work for it. Mm-hmm. Like it comes, it's hard. So you can't just give it to them easy because they're not going to understand how the world works. And if they want something, they got to work hard for it. Mm-hmm. And it's the same thing with real estate, y'all. If you want real estate, if you want that type of freedom, if you want that type of money, you got to work hard for it, y'all. Yeah. It don't come easy. Like you're going to have to really fight through it and get your mental right to keep going.
And just think about it. If it was easy, then everybody would be a millionaire. Everybody would be an investor.
Everybody would buy houses.
Everybody would be buying houses. But the truth is, some people don't get their first house until the age of 40, 45. Like, so it's not easy. And you just don't wake up knowing how to do it. Like it takes skills. It takes knowledge. And if you don't get the knowledge or you don't develop the skills, then just know it's going to take some failures. It's going to take some bumps and bruises because you're going to get it one way or the other. You're going to get it one way or the other. All right. So what's up, y'all? I see y'all in the chat. What's up, William? Hey, Eric. Hey, Starlet. Hey, Rosa. Hey, Uncle Tony. What's up, you guys? I see y'all. All right. The next question, Tonio, was what do we like when it comes to what do we like so much? Why do we like, I think is what they were trying to say about creative financing.
Man, creative financing is everything, y'all. Like it is everything, man. And it's something that a lot of people don't talk about because when you're in the real estate arena, creative financing is an advanced strategy. Like most beginners can't start out doing creative financing because there's so much other stuff you got to learn. But creative financing is great. Whether we're talking about subject tools, whether we're talking about owner financing, whether we're talking about wraparound mortgages, whether we're talking about one of the dynamic funding ways on how to use money, how to do investment without using your money. Like there's so many things that you can do with creative financing, and a lot of them do not require your credit. Mm-hmm. A lot of them don't require what you work at. So if you are not all the way where you want to be, creative financing can open so many doors. So many real estate agents have creative financing deals at their fingertips, mm-hmm. but they just don't have the skills to execute them. They don't even know the right questions to ask. But there's so many times that they have those type of deals and they don't even know how to put that investor hat on and say, hey, this property didn't sell. Would you be open to doing a lease option?
Would you be open to doing an owner finance?
Would you be open to doing a subject to on the property? What does that look like? Can I help you in this situation?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a lot of times, because most of our subject twos come from motivated people. They got married and it's a vacant house. The house on the market, it won't sell. They're trying to move to a different area and they got 2 payments. Mm-hmm. So like you're stepping in and helping these people.
I remember one of our first creative financing deals came in a moment where.
Talking about Gina?
No.
Okay.
It came in a moment where we didn't know exactly what life was going to look like. I had literally just got laid off. Antonia said, if we can't do 4 deals in a year with us together, then we shouldn't be in business together, is what he told me.
Facts.
And this was about 10 years ago, one of our first creative financing deals. And we started trying to help people who were in pre-foreclosure. And when we were trying to help people who were in pre-foreclosure, we had a lot of people that told us to go to hell. We had a lot of people that wouldn't answer the phone, or they would answer
the dope. Like
they would answer either the day before the auction and want us to like pull some rabbits out the hat. But I remember this deal in particular.
Can you remember this deal so I can tell a quick insert?
Can I get to it?
I want to talk because you said something. I want to like tap on it and then like kind of go back.
Are you saying you trying to interrupt me right now?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
You gonna remember?
No.
Look, a lot of y'all see Ashley and you see me and we like, man, we got it together, y'all. We don't got everything together.
Right.
But I can tell you this, when we was doing those pre-foreclosures, we used to go knock on doors, y'all. We pulling up with the kids in the car. Boom, 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 boom. We leaving packages at the door.
Yes.
Hey, like we used to like in the streets. So like, don't think that when you see us, it's just, oh, they got a great return. No, we grind, we work.
We
like in this particular deal that she's talking about, it came from us making packets, going and knocking on people's doors saying, hey, I can help you in pre-foreclosure.
Will you allow us to help you? And in this deal, we ended up, it was a lady, when I tell you beautiful house, it needed some updating, but beautiful house, well taken care of. And she was like, listen, I'm just minutes away type of thing. I don't know what I'm going to do. And we end up subject to in the house from her. All right. We caught her up on her mortgage. We subject to the house from her and we put some money into it. But in the process of it, I understood that she needed some money. Like she wasn't in this situation because she had money. She was in this situation because things got tight, life got tight. So we had to figure out, and then life was tight for us at the same time. I don't even know why in our minds we thought that we could help somebody overcome. Just like
I know why.
I know why.
Sense. I'm gonna let you on the surface why it don't make sense. But I can tell you why.
We felt like we could help somebody when I had just got laid off. I am waiting on the severance package to come in. We got rental properties. We got tenants calling us. We in the middle of a flip that is going wrong instead of going right. And we're trying to help people get out of their situation. And she was like, I need help. So I was like, well, I know this is how much we can help you with financially, but you got a lot of nice things in here. Is there anything in here that you absolutely don't need? And I think at that time she was going to stay with her daughter. So at that time, I put her items up. She was like, yes, I don't need this. I don't need this whole downstairs area. I don't need some of my dining room. Like we just literally went through parts of her house and took pictures and put it on Facebook Marketplace. And I just made her the contact person. And I basically told her, like, I don't want to make no money off of this. I'm going to allow the people to meet you, pick it up, and you take all of the profits because I need you to make money to be able to move. And when I tell you it worked out, like I didn't know what I was doing completely. I knew it was possible. I believed in myself enough to make it happen. But it was hard. Like I just wanted to see her win at the end of the day. And I had knew what her situation was. And she was like, if I can avoid this foreclosure by any means, she was like, I done jacked up my credit. I said, well, we can work on fixing your credit. She said, if I can just not get this foreclosure. And I said, all right, well, that is our goal, for you to not get this foreclosure.
So you answer your question of like, why didn't you know why we was doing it? I know exactly why. Because we had took coaching. We had just finished Joe McCall course, and Joe McCall was doing creative financing. So we was executing his strategies. Mm-hmm. But keep in mind, that wasn't our only course at the time. We already had Robert Kiyosaki. We already had Thad Mayer. We already had Zach Childress. So like, we knew, and we was crazy enough to believe
that it would
work. Like, no, we did not use our funds to stop it. We got somebody else to use their funds to stop it and be creative. Mm-hmm. But because we had coaching and we was executing what our coach said, that's how it happened. So it wasn't crazy.
I mean, it's not crazy when you say it, but looking back at it, it seems like, dang, that was real crazy to do because you barely got money to survive. You out of a job. You are trying to figure this thing out full time by yourself. Well, I say by yourself, but with together. Each other. But we won, so it ain't like it's a group. It's like it's just bouncing off of each other.
One checking account around this thing,
right? So mentally, it was hard. But when I tell you, the moment that deal unlocked. The moment we were able to put 5,000 into it, all right, we put 5,000 into it and put it back on the market. Did we lease option that? No,
we sold that on the market.
When I tell you everything worked out, the moment we said yes to helping her, everything else started to line up and work out for us. I'm talking about, I got a call from a seller that said, listen, I live in Huntsville. My house is in Pelham. I do not want it. If you give me 5,000, you can have it. I don't even want to go see it. And I'm like, what? Like the weirdest thing. That became the next house we moved into. We fixed up. It was a garden home. Like the moment that first deal worked, all other creative financing deals had started to open up doors for us, started to move and shift things, started to be able to help people. Like it wasn't just helping us, but it was helping the people who were involved at the same time.
So again, this is an Ask the Demar's Anything. We ain't got no topic. We ain't got no presentation today. She said, we don't have it. So if you got a question, you got a situation, drop it in. I know we got one question so far, but right now we're kind of answering some questions that came in our email.
What's up, AV?
So if you got questions, man, fire away. Boom, boom, boom. Agents, before we get off this creative financing topic, man, if you have clients and their properties aren't moving, y'all come to this workshop that we have Saturday to learn how to help these people, to learn how, even if you don't structure the deals to where you can buy it, you can still structure the deals to where another investor can come in and buy it. Like if you're an agent and you got listings, man, get in this room. I'm telling you now.
I had an agent last night. We were on our coaching call, one of our students, and she said she was reverse prospecting and literally a deal fell into her lap from it. Yeah, don't sleep on the ones that stay on the market for too long. Like go back, look at them, make an offer. All right, set up a consultation with them, see how you can help them, because maybe selling it on the market wasn't the best strategy for them. Be able to have tools in your toolkit to where you can literally help them get out of a situation. Some people don't need you to sell it on the market and let it wait for 90 days because they're in an immediate pain. All right. They're in an immediate struggle where they don't know how to last another 90 days. So for my agents, you guys are the first. You're the first person that they see. They're the first person that they think of. Be able to have some tools in your tool belt so that you can offer them solutions that can help them and give them immediate relief, because sometimes they're just an hour away from losing it.
One thing I want to add, and agents, some of them might just leave the channel when I say this, but listing the house isn't their only option. And sometimes that's not the best option for the client. But if that's the only tool you got in your tool belt, you setting them up. Last thing, all right, I still love you. Last thing. And I tell all of the people we talk on the phone with, especially our agents that have been doing real estate, you are worth so much more than 3% commission.
Absolutely.
You are worth so much more. So much more. The work you do, the way you help people, the time you put into what you do,
the way you're able to market and make things happen that normal people can't make happen.
you're worth so much more than
Absolutely.
3%. And I'm telling you that as a person who use agents, and I love agents, but I'm telling you, y'all are cutting yourself short.
Don't cut yourself short. Don't sell yourself short, is what my mother would say. Don't sell yourself short. All right. Another question is, what are our thoughts on the market right now? What are our thoughts on the market right now?
And I usually like to have data when I answer this type of question, but I ain't got no data today. But I can just tell you from what I'm seeing, it's a balanced market right now. Like, it's not a seller's market, it's not really a buyer's market. It's like in the middle, depending on the house and the area, will depend on how it works for you. Certain price points are moving faster than others.
But they all aren't flying off the
But
shelf.
they all are not flying off the shelf. Just to be totally transparent with you.
And usually during this time of the year, they fly off the shelf. But for the last 2 years, we have been in a summer, spring market where they don't fly off the shelf.
Yep.
And I think that is perfectly fine. Like, you're not gonna always have a seller's market. You're not gonna always have a buyer's market. But as long as you're pivoting, anytime is a good market. All right. Anytime is a good market to buy. They're not making any more land. All right. So buy your real estate and just know, okay, this may be my buy and hold season. All right. This may be my fix and flip season. And this may be my combination season. And just be ready to do it as the season changes. All right.
The one thing I can tell you is there's a lot of renters out there.
There's a lot of
I get a
renters.
call at least once or twice a day saying, "Hey, do you got anything for rent? Hey, do you know anybody?"
And this is on your personal line, not even calling the
Like,
office.
I don't even know what the office is getting, because that ain't my part of the business. I don't even know what they get, but I'm getting personal DMs, personal messages, personal tags on Facebook with people looking to rent properties.
Mm-hmm.
So no matter what the selling market is doing, understand there's always going to be a market for renting properties. All right. So don't not forget that.
All right. What was another question? Okay, someone said that they're active military. How would you? I'm guessing that's active military.
Yeah, I did not see that in
It
there.
says, "How would you utilize a VA loan in active military?" Question mark.
Okay.
So I read it backwards. I read active military first, obviously. So how would I utilize a VA loan? There are several ways that you can utilize a VA loan. All right. I don't know how long it takes before you buy it and you can buy another one. But one thing with VA loans, it's not you can only buy one house with your VA loan. A lot of times it's how much you will qualify for. And sometimes you can qualify for 2 houses with that VA loan if you do it right. So I wouldn't max out on my VA loan the first time. I would get a good size house, something comfortable, maybe live in it for a few months, and then turn that into a rental and get another VA loan.
I'm gonna be doing it a few months, babe.
Well, when I say a few months, I'm talking about 6 to 8 months.
Okay, you didn't. Okay. You made it seem like 2 or 3 months. I don't mean
2 to 3. Thank you. You're right.
All
6 to 8 months.
So the other thing that I would potentially do if I had to get a VA loan is I would buy my house with a VA loan, but I wouldn't necessarily buy top of the market. I would try to buy the house where I still get some equity in the house, to where over time I already got built-in equity. And then what I'll potentially do is when I'm ready to move, actually say a few months, but I would say at least a year.
Okay.
I would at least say a year, refinance on that property, get it out of the VA loan umbrella, and then go buy another house using the VA loan. That's kind of how I would build my portfolio
Mhm.
using the VA loans over time. And it's not a quick game, but it's a long-term game.
Mhm.
And if you follow this model, you'll look up and have 4 or 5 rental properties. The rental properties done appreciated in value. Your principal pay down done went down because your tenant's paying it. Like that's how I would utilize that VA loan to get multiple houses for myself and rent my old houses.
I had something, but it left me on that. It'll come back. But great job, Tonio.
All right.
Y'all drop y'all questions in the chat.
This is an accident watch anything now. Like we got about 15, 20 more minutes.
All right. Someone said, do you all work with Birmingham people only? Do we work with Birmingham people only?
Absolutely not, y'all. I would just overall, our funding company, anywhere in the U.S., we got people doing business funding. When it comes to real estate funding, anywhere in the U.S., we got people doing real estate funding. When it comes to students, we ain't got everybody here will, but we got a presence in about 11, 12 states of students that's under our umbrella that's doing real estate. So we are not just Alabama, Birmingham based. One of our students, Miss Flo, she's in, where's Miss Flo? Savannah, Georgia. She's literally purchased her first house. She said she's 98% done last night on the coaching call. She used financing to do her first deal.
And some people may not even know where we're located. Antonio and I are located in Birmingham, Alabama. So yeah, Miss Flo is in Savannah. She's about to put her house on the market. She's one of our students. One of our second student to ever official student. Our second official student. Yes. To join our program was Destiny, and Destiny's in Detroit.
Okay.
So yeah, we have students in quite a few footprints.
KC, he did the podcast of
2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Probably about a month ago.
You think
so? About 2-3 weeks ago. It is in our RID Coded group. You want to go watch that? He's in Miami. And he's buying in Miami, Ohio,
Texas, Jacksonville.
I mean, she's just gonna finish my sentences that I started.
Birmingham. Yep.
So no, we are not just a local based company.
Absolutely. Okay. How does business funding work? Okay.
All right, so we got a whole training on that. So like I don't have enough time to go like deep dive into business funding.
We can get some.
Now, if you want that deep dive training on it, just put business funding in the chat and I can send it to you. But I'm gonna go high level, couple minutes, kind of telling you how it works. The way that we do business funding is we like to use your personal credit to get business funding in your business name. If you got a good credit score, you got data points, and when we say data points, we're saying your utilization is line, you have enough accounts, you don't have any late payments, any derogatory accounts, no bankruptcies, like those type of things, then we can use your personal credit score to get you business funding in your business name. Yes, they're going to check your personal credit from an increase standpoint, but the way that we do business funding, it does not report to your personal credit. All right. So if you get a $75,000 credit card and you max it out, your credit score won't be affected compared to if you have a personal $75,000 card and you max it out, it's going to cause all type of hell on your score.
Absolutely.
Don't ask me how I know. Just know I know.
Absolutely. That was good, Tanya. All right. So the next question I see is, what are our tips on learning to evaluate deals? ARV times repair, estimates, MAO. Okay.
Hold up. Before you even answer this question,
I don't think it says times. I think it was like, tell me about the ARV repair estimates, MAO comparables is what I feel like.
It sounds like you've been listening to somebody already.
I feel like you really already know.
You talking that language.
That's right.
So it sounds like you know A little bit, because most people who don't know anything about investing,
Don't
they're not
say
using those
maximum
terms.
allowable offer.
They're not using them terms.
Absolutely. All right. So our tips. When it comes to comparables, everything is in the comparable. All right. And I see a lot of newbies get this wrong because they feel like because the house was next door, and it sold a week ago. All right, it sold a week ago. Then I can compare it to my house, but that's not exactly how it goes. So the way that I would want you to look at it, my tip, I guess you would say, my trick slash tip when it comes to it is identifying the rule of 11. So identifying what the square feet is the square feet close? How long ago was it built compared to the one that I'm looking at? How many more or less bathrooms and bedrooms does it have? Because sometimes if it has more bathrooms than your property, then it's not a comp. All right, depending on how you set it up. So we call it the rule of 11. I can drop that training in the chat if you put rule of 11.
You got a training with the rule of 11?
Yeah, we did it this weekend at the AI Summit.
Oh, you don't got in.
It's not a free one.
So how you gonna cut that up and make
it? Well, it's already cut up for the people who did VIP,
okay.
So they'll just have to pay the price.
All right.
But yeah, when we talk about the rule of 11, but your 3 comps, you're gonna add that up. You're gonna divide it by 3, and that's gonna give you your after repair value. Then you want to times that by, depending on if you're holding it or you're flipping it, you want to times it by 70%, 75%. I like to do 65%. All right. Repair, I subtract my repair estimates. So if it's going to take me 30,000, if it's going to take me 40,000 in repairs, then I'm going to subtract that. And that gives me my maximum allowable offer. That means the most that I could pay on the house.
I think you are doing her a disservice, because you sound like jibber jabber right now. It ain't gonna. Not saying that what you're saying is wrong.
I'm gonna drop it. I'm
just saying, like, she ain't gonna get it by just that part. That'll cause more confusion than anything. So I'm gonna answer your question in a different way. The first thing I'm not gonna answer this, but I'm gonna come back to it. Who told you need to fix your credit before you start investing? That's the first question I want to ask. All right. But the second question I want to ask, the way that you get good at ARVs, MAOs, and that type of stuff is by doing it and having somebody check your work. Mm-hmm. That's how you really get good at it. You got to practice it. You got to mess up on it. Go somewhere and say, hey, this is my comps. Is this right, wrong? That they can tell you yes, no. That's how you get good at it. Mm-hmm. Like, you got to do it. But you got to have somebody checking it, because if you're doing it and you don't know if it's right or wrong, you don't know how to make the corrections needed.
Yeah, good point. So
that's kind of what I would say. But I'm gonna come back to the credit part. So in the chat, you say, in my study phase, learning as much as I can while working on my credit. All right. Don't leave me. Don't hang up on me. Don't leave the live when I talk. All right. But I gotta say this. A lot of times we create plans for ourselves to get to a place we've never been. Like, you can't create your plan to get to where you've never been. Let somebody else create that plan for you, because they've been there. They've helped people get there. They know what it's like. They know what that road looks like. They know the pitfalls you're going to have. Mm-hmm. Like, a lot of times we are so smart, and we're the smartest people in our circle, and we figured everything out all our damn life. We've always been the go-to people. But I can tell y'all, when it comes to real estate, let somebody else help you with this stuff, because it saves you so much time, effort, and money.
Yeah.
You don't got to spin your wheels in the same spot without knowing exactly where you're going. Because I can tell you, if I was creating a plan for you to get started in real estate, it would not start with fixing your credit.
Yeah, and I was thinking, I thought of so many people just then, Antonio, when you were talking, that has literally started investing without using their credit, without using their money. And what it made me think about was, and I'm not going to say the name, but I just want to talk about it real quick. We had a closing a few days ago in our office. And I remember when that person first came to me, they said, you know what, I done been through it all. I done had a bankruptcy. I done had this. I done had that. Like my credit is jacked up. I'll never be able to invest again. And when I tell you, it literally you can't create the plan for yourself. All right. Some people go through bankruptcy. Some people go through foreclosures. Some people go through bad credit, like horrible credit. But they still start to invest in real estate because it has nothing to do with your credit. It has nothing to do with the amount of money that you have in the bank. It has everything to do with the skill set, with the things that you can do. I know people that have gone through bankruptcy and have made $30,000, $50,000 after bankruptcy investing in real estate. I've known people who've gone through foreclosures and have built $1 million portfolios. All right. Not trying to figure it out on their own, but literally following the steps and building it out. I know people that have gone through bankruptcy and gotten business funded, 167,000 in business funding, not trying to figure it out on their own, but literally following proven steps and letting that business funding fund their real estate deals to where they're making in your sleep money, to where they're making money off of other people's money. And they wouldn't have done it if they said, you know what, I'm just going to wait and fix my credit. It really takes you saying, you know what, I don't know it. I got to get around people that's smarter than me. And even in our business, we say that we don't want everybody who's working for us to be for us to be the smartest person. Like we need people smarter than us working for us because that's what's going to help us grow. The same thing in real life. You need people around you that have been where you're trying to go, that have done the things that you aspire to do, that can show you, okay, you thought this was the peak, but baby girl, you done reached the peak. And look, you got some more mountains you can climb. Sky's the limit for you. So credit should never be an option. I would say if you are available this Saturday, you got to do whatever you got to do to get in the room this Saturday. All right.
I 110% agree.
Because what Sky taught 2 weeks ago, what we have done when it comes to investing in real estate from a creative finance credit, you don't even need your credit. You don't even need your credit. She said, I get that 100. Absolutely.
All right. Thank you for still being here. It's tough love.
So you don't need your credit. You don't need money, but you do need strategy. All right. And sometimes strategy does cost. So I'll be lying to you if I say strategy does not cost. But I would rather have strategy than spin my wheels so that I can make money. Personally.
That's all the questions that we had pre-emailed to us. If you got some more questions, drop some questions in here. Let us know what you're thinking. If you need help with something, drop it in here. This is our time to give back to people. Just know a strategy call with Denmark does cost. So we are doing this to give back, help somebody, bless somebody, maybe get somebody to the next level. It only takes one. I ain't gotta help 10 people. Just one person can be helped. That's good enough for me. Mm-hmm. All right. No questions?
No more questions?
No more questions. I think we had some great questions that came in. We had some great questions
questions.
Yes.
Go ahead. I interrupt you, sorry.
I mean, that's normal, babe. That's what you do.
All right. When is it better to use business funding rather than using hard money lending or using a DSCR loan in real estate? Oh, this is one of our dynamic funding methods. I love this. All right. So you want to start or you want me to start it?
All right. You got to put it up there.
Okay. I can't put it up there. This one's in the group, so I can't put it up.
All right. So
when is it better to use business funding rather than using hard money lending? Or
you got to slow down. You got to break it down. That's the first part, okay?
You ready?
That's how my brain works.
When is it better to use business funding rather than using hard money?
Start there, okay? We're going to start there. The question is, when is it better to use business funding versus hard money? Mm-hmm. All right? I like to use them together, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I like to use them together. I like to be creative and use them together. Now, if you're telling me I gotta choose, I'm always going to choose hard money if it's available. All right. Times that I would choose business funding to invest in real estate is if I know I'm going to refinance on the property quickly. That's the time that I would consider using business funding. If I can't get hard money funding, I'm going to use business funding. What's some more reasons that I would just use business funding as? It's not many.
I think you said most of them, but if it's a smaller deal,
that kind of falls into the I can't get hard money for real, because a lot of hard money lenders have minimums. So if I can't get hard money, I'm gonna use financing. But
or if I need to buy it from the auction real quick,
that's a good one.
I need to liquidate those funds real quick for an auction deal, and then I can refinance later or pull out a rehab only loan later. But I may need to get that money real quick for an auction.
If I'm using all business funding, more than likely it's a temporary situation. Mm-hmm. Did I say that word right?
A temporary situation.
A temporary situation. If I got anything that's 6 months or longer, I'm using hard money as my first option. That's just because it's easy to get to. It keeps my business funding free, so I can maneuver. If another deal comes, I can move quickly. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of the first part of the question.
All right. Second part is or using DSCR loan in real estate.
All right. So
I'll do the DSCR loan. And so I probably wouldn't use business funding in replacement of a DSCR loan because a DSCR loan is a 30-year loan. So when I go DSCR, I am ready to hold this property long term. With business funding, I never want to hold the property long term with business funding because it's not going to be introductory rate for a long time. And the money that I'm spending from a business funding standpoint, after it's not the introductory phase, it's not worth it. Like I'm not going to cash flow enough if I don't turn it into a DSCR loan. Uh-huh. So I may buy it with business funding and hard money or business funding only, but then I'm going to refinance it into a long-term debt. And that long-term debt is my DSCR loan, where it's going to be 30 years, a 30-year loan.
Make sure I say this. And this is where a lot of people don't understand. Hard money, DSCR still falls under a hard money loan. So when you say hard money, a lot of times people just think of a fix and flip loan. But when we say hard money is just the umbrella. But up under that umbrella are products. Fix and flip is a product. New construction loan is a product. DSCR loan is a product. Bridge loan is a product. But they all can be under the hard money umbrella.
They're all hard money.
They're all hard money. Hard money loans have all of these options. So I don't want you to think that just because it's a DSCR loan, that is not a hard money loan. Did I say that clearly?
Yeah. But I think when he was saying, I don't know, but I feel like you cleared it up. All right. Do you feel like wholesaling is a good way to enter real estate?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
It's on you.
It's not. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it. I'm not going to sit here and play around with it. It's not. We believe in creating long-term generational wealth. You don't create that by wholesaling.
Well, you don't create wealth by wholesaling. You just get a paycheck, and before you know it, that check is gone. And you're not an investor. You have not, your name is not, you may be on the deed for a good hot 30 minutes. But when it comes to taxes, when it comes to savings, when it comes to those things, you don't count. Like you're not building any wealth. You can't pull out that equity after you sell it. Like that equity is gone. You're not getting any cash flow. So no, it's not a good way to get started. The best way to get started is get you some deals, get you some houses, be able to get ownership, be able to get some cash flow, be able to pull out some equity so that you can do it over and over again. because that's what wealth looks like. If for the people who are trying to escape the rat race, you're trying to escape that 9 to 5. You can't do that with wholesaling. Like, yes, you get a lump sum, but you need some mailbox money to come in every single day. And most of the time, when we do that wholesaling is good for 2 weeks, and then we're back in the same position that we were in yesterday.
And just to go like a level deeper, the reason it's good for 2 weeks because most of the time you spending it on marketing trying to get another deal. Like it is nothing but a big rat race, man.
That's the real.
Like yes, you might make some money, but if you really calculate how much money you spent in marketing, how much money it's going to take to get a new deal from your marketing,
how long it's going to take,
how long it took
deal.
you. If you learning it for 4, 5, 6 months and you made $5,000, like, is it really worth it? It is not, y'all. Like, learn how to do it where you can create long-term wealth, ownership, build your portfolio, do those type of things. Like, and when we started, they told us the same thing. Start with wholesaling. That way you can learn the market and all this good stuff, man. Blah, 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 blah. It is different. Some people gonna tell you do that. But I'm just telling you, asking the Denmarks, I ain't doing no wholesaling. I am learning how to be creative, how to structure deals, how to talk to private lenders, how to calculate my ARVs, how to help somebody make some money.
And let me say when I will wholesale. I will wholesale if I have one too many properties that I am currently doing and another deal came through and I can't handle that deal because I don't have the capacity, I don't have the systems in place, I don't have the structure to do a whole nother deal at the same time. Then that's when I will do wholesaling, because at that point I have to know what my max are. So when I know what my max is, then I can say, okay, I've reached my capacity. I don't want to exceed my capacity, and since I don't want to exceed my capacity, let me wholesale this deal and make some money so that I don't just lose the deal. All right. Can I get the transcript to this live? I have no idea. I have no idea. If you figure it out, you good with me. But I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you that I'm gonna go the extra mile and figure that out. I will be lying to you. What else? How would you handle?
I'm gonna tell you how you get the transcript. All right. This is go on YouTube for a split second. All right. Once we get done, you can go to our YouTube channel, and once it get through processing, it will be available on YouTube for a minute. All right. But we remove it off of YouTube in a day or so. But YouTube gives you the transcript.
It does?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So
there you go.
That's how you can get it. But you got to do it quick because our team takes it off of YouTube and put it into our learning hub. So these are training that go into our learning hub to where you can go back and watch them all the time. And we got other trainings in the learning hub that you can watch. So it won't be on there long, but it'll be on there for a moment.
How do you feel about smaller markets like Chilton County? It depends on what your exit strategy is. If you are buying it and you're needing a rehab loan and you're going to need to refinance into a longer loan, then I would make sure that I wouldn't say I would stay away from it. I would make sure I have enough comps to support my refinance and that properties are selling when it comes to a refinance. So as long as you have comps in the area within the last 6 months, 0.5 mile radius, last 6 months to a year, then I wouldn't say stay away from them, but you need to have some comps if you're doing it long term. Now, if you're doing a fix and flip, just make sure the numbers support it. People are out there to buy it. And yeah, the numbers are going to tell you what to do every time.
Yeah.
No feelings. We don't feel, we analyze. All right. Who are y'all mentors currently right now?
I don't think nobody ever asked us that. I don't think
anybody has ever asked us that.
So be prepared now.
We have a rehab coach that is Rowdy. We have a coaching coach that's Tom Crow. We have a, what do you call
meetup coach? Our meetup, I think
that is Brian Tripp.
Our events coach, I would say.
Yeah, Brian Tripp.
Yep.
And we have we literally just onboarded a sales and event coach, another
No.
a live event coach, would you
It's my
say?
speakerpreneur?
No, I forgot about Speakerpreneur. Okay, we're part of Speakerpreneur family that helps us speak better. But no, I was talking about Mike Vega.
Mike Vega. Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
Yes.
Shit.
So those are our coaches. Yeah.
Ramon Tooks is always
Is our mentor,
mentoring us and
absolutely,
helping
Tonya.
us.
Keep me right. We have,
and those are just like people we
those are
currently
current.
touch. Like the list of past is too long to even get into. Like the secret to creating success is mentors, y'all. And I know it's different. And I'm not gonna say it's different. It's just a different perspective. Because right now, if I was to ask most people, how do you be successful? Most of y'all will say 75 to 80% of people say go to college and get an education.
Get a degree.
Get a degree.
Yeah.
Y'all, mentoring is the same thing. It's just a lot compressed. It's a lot what's the word I'm trying to say?
Focus.
It's a lot focused. No, the other word I can't say right.
Specific.
Yes, on a category.
You need a coach for that.
Yeah, I need a coach to learn how to say that. But that's the secret, y'all. Like every time we invest in mentoring, coaching, mastermind, our income go up, our knowledge goes up, our ability to help people goes up every time. So like I give a prime example, y'all.
It's not many things that I go to where I don't become a part of it. Like by the time I go to it, I already know, yep, I'm joining it. I'm gonna be a part of it because I grow so much doing it, investing in myself, taking the next level, being around people who have achieved the things that I'm trying to achieve. We went to support one of our friends because he was the sales guy.
Yeah.
Because he was the sales guy at and I'm not gonna say the name, even though I've already said it, but at one of these events. And he thought it was the weirdest thing because he was just inviting us to say, all right, look how the flow is of an event. So I want you to look at what lighting should look like, what stage presence should look like. And we was like,
sign us up. We want to be a part of the group.
We want to be a part of it. We need to know more. Like you done taught us this much. We weren't been in the room for 2 days. We want more.
Like he didn't want to take our money, y'all.
He was like,
we like, no, sure, bro. Like we want to be a part. He thought we were just like talking. What's up, the kid? But like we're like, no, we want to be a part. We want to grow. We want to learn. Like it's about public speaking. We're not the best speakers. Like we want to learn how to do it better. Sign us up, bro.
When I tell you y'all, we are geeks when it comes to education. And because of, like we said, we've seen the difference between us 10 years ago, and we was talking about this 2 weeks ago, 2 days ago. Us 10 years ago and us today. And if we would have ever told our 10-year self that we would have this much knowledge 10 years later, we probably been like, ain't no way.
Ain't no way. And man, and I'm finna have a topic, and people don't like to talk about this. Like,
no, you ain't got much time.
Okay, I got 3 minutes.
Okay.
A lot of people in our circle, they struggle with us because they know Ashley and Antonio from 10 years ago. Like, they know Ashley and Antonio from having cheap rental properties and living that life, and I'm doing the work, and they don't understand that we built the multi-million-dollar business in 10 years, and we're not the same people. Like, so it is hard for a lot of people to even see that and process that. So just understand that. Keep growing, keep developing yourself.
Keep investing in yourself.
Keep investing in yourself. That's one of our pillars to success. Yeah. It's going to pay off. It's going to pay off. It's going to pay off.
And sometimes we feel like investing in ourselves is a financial, like we got to always pay. But y'all, I'm talking about investing in yourself before you go to sleep at night. Like listen to a podcast, listen to a training that's on YouTube, like listening, reading books, having conversations, being in meetups, like those are investing in yourself, being a part of communities. I went to a training in August, paid to be a part of a training that was in August of last year. All right. From that training, when I tell you I have made from, and I'm just going to say a small amount from this training, I spent probably $100. Okay. From that $100, I have made over $18,000 from that one training. Most people would be like, $100? I can't do that. $100? How many of those can I do?
Man, I had something good I was gonna say, but okay, I know I'm gonna say. And this is my last thing, and I'm gonna stop talking.
Okay.
I was listening to Cam Newton, and I want to say it was Pastor Jamal Bryant. Is that the name?
Jamal Bryant. That's one.
And Cam Newton asked Pastor Jamal, like, how do we speak so well? Like, where does that come from? And this man blew my mind. I ain't talked to you about this.
Yeah, I didn't watch
this
it.
Man said he read a book a week. He said he read a book a week. He said his mentor installed that in him early. And he said to this day, he still do the same thing. A book a week. That's crazy work.
Imagine
crazy
how much knowledge you can get from a book a week. Imagine how much your mindset shifts from a book a week, from a book a month. The things that you thought was impossible, you start reading, you start learning about it, you start finding out that people are executing ideas that you like, I don't know if that can be possible. Like people are doing the things that you're afraid to do. And then you start seeing, oh my goodness, I could do this and I could do this and I could do this. Before you know it, you don't even know who you are when you look in the mirror. You don't even know who you are. So that conversation, going back, that conversation that Antonio and I had 2 days ago was I looked at a picture of us. Were you in the picture?
I was in it was a selfie of you, but
it was a selfie of me, but he was,
I was in the picture.
He was there. And I was like, man, that was 10 years ago, Tonio. And I'm thinking I was so much younger this 10 years ago. And he was like, do you remember that 10-year girl? And I'm like, what you mean? And that's how that conversation started. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
We got to go, y'all.
I gotta go pick up some babies. I'll see you guys next week, same place, same time. For those of you who are in the Birmingham area, we have a few more seats left. Make sure you come. Our good friend Scott is coming back to Birmingham. All right. He is going to be teaching creative financing. So those things we talked about, how creative financing changed our world, changed our life. Scott is going to be talking about it. All right. He's going to be breaking it down a little bit more than what he did 2 weeks ago at our meetup.
He's going to be making live phone calls in the room.
So if you have a deal, you have a seller that you want him to call and negotiate, he probably won't be able to do all of them, but bring a few.
Yep.
And let's see if he can get to it and negotiate a deal on your behalf. All right. If you have any questions, you know where to reach us. Leave a comment, share, like. And we'll see you later. Love y'all.
Peace.